welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about a few things, but to begin with I just want to say thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you have been keeping up with some of the things I've been posting, a lot of the videos are mostly just common reviews of things I've been watching or things that I've seen. One of the more recent ones that I've started watching is the Last of Us series. Personally, coming from the perspective as a person who's never actually played the game, the show isn't that bad. Personally, I don't really like the story. It's kind of slow paced, and I'm not a huge fan of zombie genre type shows. Personally, I've always found them kind of bland. It's just not my style. I prefer vampires, really. Anyway, when it comes to this particular series, you have main character Joel kind of dealing with his past or his loss of his daughter, and dealing with all this new environment that he's in, and well, then he comes face to face with a girl that is close in age to the daughter that he lost, and well, anyway, the casting, personally, not that bad. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of all his work. Pedro Pascal he's done good work and bad work here and there. I think it's just a matter of the script and the matter of the direction of the series. But personally, I feel that the entire series definitely has a lot of story to go on, and apparently it's doing well. Now, personally, I'm hoping that the show actually does go on, mainly because I like seeing shows adapted properly when it comes to the video game. However, not everyone believes that's true. Some do, some don't. I think that when it comes to these types of shows, you need to actually make sure that you adapt the source material properly. And there are little things here and there that are different. Joel, from what I saw, based on gameplay videos that I watched, and then based on the show, the series definitely has a lot to be desired, because Joel himself is a lot softer. Joel's not really the exact depiction of how I would imagine a Texan, character now thrown into this huge new environment of zombies and cataclysm and everything like that. A post-apocalyptic world that takes place in this fictional. It just doesn't make sense to me. Personally, I think if you're a Texan, you're the one with all the guns. You're the one with the the kick-ass mentality. Pardon the language. I don't like using that. Anyway, when it comes to this whole series, I feel that there's a lot of little things they could do to maintain the character's original storytelling style, and just generally how the story should go. Is that Joel, of course, being the paternal figure who basically watches over Ellie, whatever the character, I forget the characters' names sometimes. But anyway, when it comes to this whole series, I feel that there's a lot of good things about it. I like the cast, I like the direction that they're kind of going right now, but like I said, I hope that they maintain the integrity of the original game, and I hope that they don't, when it comes to season 2, I hope they don't actually adapt the second game. I did play the second game. I just didn't like it. It was so dull. It was not what I would like in a video game, and I ended up taking it back and I recently got the first one. I'm gonna play eventually, but considering it's on PS5 and I don't have the PS5 webcam yet, it's gonna be a little while. But personally, I think if the gameplay videos that I've seen are any indication, I think I'm going to enjoy the game, and the series seems to be pretty good. It's not perfect, mind you. It could do better. I think that when it comes to storytelling, and when you're trying to adapt a series, when you are trying to adapt a series that emulates a video game, it has to actually honor the original. You have to honor the source material, otherwise it loses out on the core value of the game. And the characters must be, they have to have the characteristics of the game characters, the personality type. With Joel, he seemed more brash. He seemed more brutish. Now he was not like that in the show. In the show, in fact, he seemed very much soft. And while they try to depict him as, or say that he's this uncontrollable guy, and they kind of do show it in the first episode towards the end, where he loses control at the sight of a girl about to be harmed, it just kind of, it seemed almost out of place, because of the fact that beforehand he seemed very soft. He seemed like a puppy dog. And personally, I don't see any Texan behaving that way, or any man really, especially in a world where the world has come to an end, or the world that they've grown accustomed to has grown to an end, and now they're having to face zombies and calamity and struggle. Any man who has to be thrown into this is anyone that's going to survive. Any man or any person that's going to survive is going to be a lot more brutish, a lot more untrusting or distrusting, sorry, and a lot more just, I don't know. It would not be exactly how I've seen this series portray the characters. Now, Ellie, I'll say I've seen this girl cast in one other show. I think she was on Game of Thrones. I didn't really watch the series mainly because I don't like the brutality of most series, and I didn't like the fact that it was almost completely devoid of fantasy. So I was not a big fan of Game of Thrones, and especially the nudity. I ended up just skipping entire seasons because it just wasn't worth watching. But this character was from Game of Thrones, and personally, I think she plays the role that she's playing very well. Now, when it comes to this character, she's supposed to be a lot more leaning towards seeing this new man, Joel, as her father figure. And of course, in this series, it's going to be different, obviously, since they're trying to put a little more focus on the female counterpart of Joel, and it's just it's a little bit weird. I hope that they don't kill off Joel. He's the main character. He is the main character of the series, aside from Ellie, or I can't remember her name. For the life of me, I can never remember. Joel is the only character I really enjoy throughout the series, and Pedro Pascal pulls off the role very well. I hope the show goes on and it continues on the path of honoring the first video game, and I hope in the second season, from what I've seen in news reports, that it's going to follow closely to the second game. I really hope that's not the case. I hope that if they do follow the game, that they still maintain the connection to the first one, and that it's better than the second game, because the second game was just I couldn't get into it. It was probably the dullest game I've seen in a while. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've liked this video, personally, I cannot say how much I've enjoyed taking a little time off. I had to take some time off because I was sick. Anyway, about this show, I hope you watch it for yourselves. Enjoy it if you can. And personally, I liked it. And pardon the noise in the background if you hear any. Pardon my voice coming out if it's not coming out clearly. I'm still kind of recovering. It's been a while since I've gotten into a video. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button down below. And also be sure to share with your friends to help this channel grow. See you next time on Create TV.